I feel like a lot of people have this question. She was like, is the stock market even real? Like, how does it, to the most basic way, like, what can you say about how the stock market works?
So let's start at the origination of securities. Securities are different types of like paper that represent an interest in a business or whatever. So let's start there, because then we can explain kind of like the market and then the stock market. So security, like as an investment banker, what I did was actually like not like we can make it comparable to like a manufacturing company. If you think of a manufacturer produces a product en masse, hires a sales force like a distributor who then sells it, places it in a store like Walmart, who's a retailer who gets it out to consumers. As an investment banker, my job, part of my job at least, was to talk to companies who want to go public, like Google went public, Facebook went public, Snapchat went public.
So public, like so people can from the public can
invest.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a kitchen or egg. So once I get to the end, it'll make sense at the beginning too.
Yeah.
So it was to talk to companies, say like Snapchat, say, hey, listen, like, do you want to sell shares to the public? They would say, once they decide yes, we had a sales force that would distribute it to institutional investors, which would be analogous to like Walmart, who then, and at some point, like those guys would sell it to retail investors. So it works just like that. Now, the same way, like you can go to, Walmart to buy like a certain product, you can buy it on Amazon. You can even go on Alibaba, order direct from China, but you order it in bulk. That's kind of like what the stock market is. So whatever company wants to be public, have shares traded, we'll hire a bank to get them on, get their share listed onto an exchange. An exchange is just a marketplace where you can go. That's like Amazon. That's like Walmart, like Alibaba. And that's an evolution from, like, the reason why Wall Street is called Wall Street is because it used to be like a couple of Dutch dudes hanging out outside the wall in New York, I forget what the colony of New Amsterdam. So that's like, they used to hang out outside the wall and trade shares literally between themselves. And it was a physical market.
Like
that's why
paper.
It's called Wall Street. Yeah, on paper.
Wow.
And then now it's become digitized, and then it's going to be, I think in the future, it can be tokenized on the blockchain too. But so the stock market just really just, if you think of like a bazaar, it's where you can go to, buy interest in various public companies or sell interest in public companies that you already own. Public companies are companies that have gone through the hoops with the government, with accounting firms, to be able to legally sell small investors piece of their ownership, versus a company Uber was a private company held by a certain group of insiders, one percenters essentially, who then went through those hurdles to list their shares and then sell those shares to people like you and I.
So we actually own a piece of this company and we can trade it with somebody else who is participating in this market.
Yeah,